In this video, I'm going to show you how to locally install MetaGPT on any Linux instance. For this demo, I'm going to use Amazon Linux 2. MetaGPT enables you to create a virtual software company. You will give it a one line or two line requirement for your software. For instance, your client comes in, it gives you that one line requirement or your boss. It creates the project requirement documents. It also write down the design document and then it breaks down that document into tasks and then engineer writes a code and then it also creates some tests on that code. All in all, it will give you and you won't need any coder, any designer, any project management out of this. Okay, so that is your MetaGPT. Now for this purpose, you would need OpenAI's API key. For that, go to OpenAI's website and I'll drop the link in video's description. On the right hand side on the top, click on your profile and then click on view API keys. From here, if you don't already have a new secret key, then create one and then use it. I already have created one for MetaGPT and copied it. Now for this demo, as I said, I'm using Amazon Linux 2 and I already have created one AWS SageMaker notebook instance. You can use any Linux instance for it. And I'm using G4DN X large instance because it has one GPU. On the right hand side, click on Open Jupyter Lab and it will open this Jupyter Lab into a new window. So let's wait for it to load. While it is loading, go back to your MetaGPT repository, scroll up and then click on this green button and copy this URL to this GitHub repo because we are going to clone this in our Linux instance. Okay, so I have copied it. Go back to my notebook instance, which is this. It is still loading. Now, for this demo, I'm just going to select this terminal here and let me make this a bit bigger so that you would be able to see it properly. That's done. Now, in order to clone that repo here, which we have just copied, on the left hand side, click on this git icon, clone a repository and paste your URL here and it will clone this. So let's wait for it to finish. It is already done. Cool. Now cd to this MetaGPT repository. Okay, let's check our present working directory and ls-ltr. Go to SageMaker directory and here you can go to this MetaGPT and then let's check what's inside. Cool. Now go to this config directory first and again do ls and we have this config.yaml file. You can either open this config.yaml file here in your VI editor or you can even click it on this MetaGPT folder and then again on config folder and then again on config.yaml file and it will open it here in your another tab. The first thing which we need to do is to copy paste our API key here. So go back to your OpenAI's website and from here you can simply uh, copy this key. I already have copied it, so I'll go back and paste it in my um, in config.yaml. So in order to do that, first remove this hash sign so that we will uncomment it and then paste it here. Also make sure you copy it when you created it, otherwise you won't be able to see it afterwards. And then for the model, OpenAI API's model, instead of GPT-4, I'm going to select GPT 3.5 as I mentioned earlier, and then Control S to save it. Now that's done. This is all you needed to do here. Now close this file. Now let me clear the screen. Next thing we need to do is to make sure that there are a couple of packages which are installed. First of them is npm. Do npm-v. It is already installed. Also make sure node is installed. Another package which we need to make sure installed is called as bs4. You install bs4 by doing python-m pip install bs4 and this should be very quick. So bs4 is successfully installed. Cool. Once bs4 is installed, go back to your home directory or the main directory and make sure that you are in MetaGPT directory. Also do ls, there should be a requirements.txt file. We need to install all of these requirements, and you can do that with pip install command. Click and it will install all the requirements present in this requirement.txt. Shouldn't take too long, so let's wait for it to finish. It has installed all the requirements. The next step is to run this setup.py install command. Click and it should install all the setup files. It already did that. Installation is complete here, and now all you need to do is to run this command python startup.py, write a hello world program, or you could write any um, code requirement here. So let me run it to see if it runs or not. It is running, it is loading everything. Okay, so it is saying that invalid request. Let me fix it. It says the model GPT 3.5 does not exist, so it means it doesn't support 3.5. Let me fix it. I have made two changes. First, I have changed the model from GPT 3.5 to GPT 3.5-Turbo. Also, make sure there are no double quotes or single quotes around your OpenAI's API key. I have saved this, and now let's try it again to see if it works or not. So let's wait for it to finish. Okay, so it has given me error again. Okay, now it is saying that you exceeded your current quota. So the code is fine, but it seems that I have exceeded my current quota for even GPT 3.5. But nonetheless, I will renew my quota soon, and I will show you how this works in actual in demo. But this is all there is to installation of this MetaGPT. If you already have the quota or access to GPT-4, you can use it without encountering this error. I will put all these commands with all the syntax in which I have used in this video on my blog, and I will paste the link to that blog in video's description so that you don't have to type it yourself. You can simply copy paste. I hope that this was useful. If you have any comments, please put them in the comment section. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.